Hey everyone, happy Monday. Tonight, as promised, we're going to chat about one of the oils from doTERRA's Yoga Essentials kit, Align. Normally, I kind of just chat and don't really follow a script, but I wrote most of this. Hi, Crystal. I wrote down what I wanted to talk about tonight. So if I'm kind of like glancing over, I'm just reading. Oh, hi, Luke, too. If you know me, you know that sometimes I can go on tangents. So I felt like it was a little more important tonight with what I wanted to talk about to kind of like write it down and get a handle on my thoughts. So basically, you probably saw my post yesterday about 3 of the oils that kind of embodied my theme, so to speak, my desires for the back half of 2017 into 2018. So I want to talk about those with you for the next 3 nights and kind of why they mean what they mean. So without further ado, you may have noticed that I'm getting a little bit deeper with my posts and recommended usage for the oils lately. And that's not by accident. The more invested I've become in my oils, the deeper the support I've felt. And it feels really important for me to start sharing that with you. So originally tonight I thought like maybe I would chat, or the next 3 nights, I thought maybe I'd chat about the oils that are really supportive of digestion, because that's been a hot button issue for me personally. But I thought about it a little bit more and I realized that didn't really feel right, but I still didn't know what I wanted to talk about. And as cliche as it sounds, last night in yoga class, the idea hit me to share the oils and the concepts or desires, so to speak, with you that came to me during my class. That really meant a lot to me last year and moving along into this year. So I really wanted to chat with you about the oils and how they relate to emotions and core desires and mental and spiritual health. So 2017 was a huge turning point year for me. I was diagnosed with SIBO and adrenal fatigue, both of which can be 100% attributed to extreme stress. And I was 100% responsible for how I dealt with that stress, which was horribly, so horribly. So I made it my mission to learn how to better deal with stress and anxiety and take better care of my physical and mental health and kind of figure out once and for all what that all meant. So in came my oils. And the next thought that kind of came to mind was, well, how do I align myself with my goals? Are the goals I currently have even aligned with me? Or, is the path I've been going down even aligned with my goals or desires? Like, is everything lining up? What am I doing? I'm sure I'm not alone in those thoughts. So it became painfully obvious, obviously, what my mantra for 2017 or for the back half of 2017 would be. And that was alignment, and to find what is in alignment with your soul. So I was obsessed with the power of this word, and even more obsessed with how it would relate to my life. So I wasted no time kind of like meditating on that, thinking about what it would look like for me. And as soon as I was really clear on that, that's when I put my plan into action. So kind of fast forwarding to now, that's the little backstory of what inspired these next 3 days. Fast forwarding to now, I'm starting to see the alignment manifesting into my life at a rapid pace and totally welcoming it with open arms. But that doesn't mean I still don't get frustrated along the way. today was a great example of a really frustrating day. Not a great way to start my week, but that's fine. I'm chilled out now. I'm feeling good, so it's all good. So there's things in my life, and I know there are things in your life that don't feel aligned. And that's okay, because that's life. They're going to, when you put that work in and when you support yourself, everything ends up falling into place eventually. I know you've probably heard it a million times, but it's true. But to support me through those times, that's where Align, the oil, comes into my daily routine. So though doTERRA intended it for use during yoga and meditation practice, I find that, so it's a blend, just so you know, it's a blend of bergamot, coriander, this I'm reading, bergamot, coriander, marjoram, peppermint, geranium, rose, basil, and jasmine. So basically like all of my favorite oils in one. It smells amazing. So it's super centering and kind of harmonious and calming, and really amazing to just add to your everyday routine. It's also a really great complement to a grounding oil like Balance, which Crystal, I know you're obsessed with. Hey, Jasmine. It's a super amazing complement to a grounding oil like Balance, because when you think of kind of what something that grounding does and something that's centering does, it's really like bringing together that mind-body connection, like completely. I can't think of any better combination personally. So it just really helps bring the mind-body connection back into alignment with one another. The scent is, I've been trying to think of like how to describe it today, and all I can think of is just like soothing and calming and harmonious. Like those are the words that just keep coming up and coming to my head. Like it just smells so good, and you kind of can't help but feel centered and even grounded. And it kind of came to me, or it occurred to me that I haven't used it for sleep, but I'd be curious to try. I feel like it would be really beautiful for that. I think if you're somebody who's like a restless sleeper, or you kind of can't calm your brain down before bed, it might be really great to use like a few hours before bedtime. I'll test it and confirm back, or test it if you have it and let me know. But for everyday use, I would really recommend adding a few drops to your bath. Yes, Crystal, you do need this oil. And Jasmine, definitely try it. Add a few drops to your bath. I think that would be like bomb when you're, in the midst of self-care time. Add it to your bath, even to the shower floor if you don't have time for a bath. Diffusing it at work to center yourself and to ease stress. I've been doing that, and that's amazing. It just really helps kind of like clear your head, and bring you back to your center, bring you back into alignment with whatever you're doing, even if your work isn't aligned with what you want to be doing. I shouldn't say that on a public live feed, but that's fine. And of course, apply it to the bottoms of your feet during your yoga practice, or just in general, daily life, yoga practice, or meditation. So this is a quick one tonight. That was pretty much all I had for you on Align. But if anyone has questions, let me know. Or if you think of something that you want to ask me later, send me a DM, whatever you want to do. You're welcome, Crystal. No problem. If you want to get some, hit me up. I'll let you know which kit it is. It's part of the Yoga Essentials kit. So you'd actually get 3 of them. and I think it's like $50 or something. So it's actually a really amazing deal. And I highly, highly recommend you combining that with your Balance. Yes, Crystal, it can absolutely be diffused. Definitely. It's a topical or aromatic oil. So don't ingest it, but definitely diffuse it. Today, actually, I kind of was like putting it on the back of my neck and like behind my ears and on my wrists, almost like a perfume. So you could do that. You can put it on the bottoms of your feet. Like I said, add it to a shower or a bath. I'm trying to think if I could think of anything like off the cuff that would be like a good way to use it, but that's all I can think of now. So if I come up with anything else, I'll let you know. Any more questions? All right, cool. If you think of anything else, you know where to find me. Thank you for hanging out. Tomorrow night, I will be back to talk more about balance. So I will see you then. Mwah.